Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is SatTV Week. Now I'm pleased to be joined by Will Wallace of SAT Plating. Will, thank you very much for joining me today. Tell me a little bit more about the company because it's quite specialised.
It is. What we specialize in doing is plating high-performance plastics and different types of composites. We're plating typically with materials like copper, nickel, and gold, typically for an EMI shielding purpose, some sort of electrical enhancement to a component.
Particularly looking at the satellite and space sectors, what are the key segments for you?
We find the most traction and value for us in the satellite world for waveguides and feeds. These are existing components that have been on all the satellites that have been launched before. Generally, those are from machined aluminum. In today's more commercialized market, some of the new entrants are forcing the industry to go lighter and make their components more inexpensively. So the value we bring is a capability for manufacturers to make their satellite components out of plastic, but have us plate it, metallize it, giving it the metallic performance that a satellite waveguide or an antenna requires.
And tell me a little bit more about the materials. I assume they're evolving all the time.
They are. We typically, the usual suspects in the plastics world, PEEK and Ultem are two very solid and robust materials that are well known. We plate a lot of PEEK and Ultem, whether it's carbon fiber filled, glass filled, those are all within our capabilities for the materials.
So, looking forward, how do you see the market evolving, particularly for a company that's so specialist?
I see us, we're evolving very well, and we're getting more and more inquiries for our services, and it's all about driving costs down and streamlining and making manufacturing processes more efficient to serve the consumer base.
And geographically, do you operate globally? Do you export globally?
There's no limit or restrictions on what we can export depending on the ITAR restrictions. We do a lot of defense work, but we also do a lot of commercial work as well, so our services are available globally.
And you are clearly one of the market leaders. What is the competition like in the market?
In the world of plating on the high performance plastics, there really are only a few key organizations out there that really excel at plating these materials that we mentioned. It's easy to do a few one-off components that look great. You call them lab queens, and that's great for very low volume or research and development efforts. But if there's scale or volume to a component, you really need a robust plating operation that can get consistent and repeatable results. So quality is everything when you're doing high volume plating.
And for a company like SAT Plating, is there anything holding back materials evolving?
Holding back the materials? No, it's really your imagination. We're presented with very unique materials, typically around the additive manufacturing and 3D printing world. There's a lot of advancements being made there. So there's some very unique and promising materials that are being developed that we've been involved with on an R&D level, seeing how the material performs, but also how our plating performs with that material. So it's really the industry and how much innovation they want to pursue.
Well, interesting times. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.